We always talk about rotation, extension there, and snap. You see this in Brian Wegman's swing, and I'm going to put this as a little prelude to a 76-year-old guy we had in Canberra. You watch Wegman. He comes around, rotation, extension. Look at the axe snap. Square into the ball, through the ball, following the rotation. A lot of arm extension right before impact, and that's why he was one of the top players in the world. So leave this as a prefix for Barry, because Barry had trouble with rolling over and rotation. And being 76 years old, you can see he's in pretty good shape. But watch the swing here. It's a lunge ahead. There's hardly any rotation. The hands push down underneath the ball, and really hard to make good contact because there's not a good rotation to drive and extend and snap those wrists. Down below here again into a lunge. There's hardly any rotation at all. And he's in pretty good shape. He's had a lot of health issues like most of us do in our 70s, but he's in good shape, flexible enough. It's just a pure matter of mechanics. He wants to continue to play on a team. So we worked on the rotational trainer. You can see he doesn't step ahead very far, and there's a tendency to lean, but we got him to try to get more launch angle and far better rotation using the rotational trainer here. So exercise that worked well for him. We got him down here to work on the snap now, and watch the inherent problem he has. He turns the left wrist down and gets into a rollover. The bat rides over the top of the ball. Doesn't bury squarely into the ball. Now this is a little bit better, but you can still see the wrist turn. There's a little bit of a bounce at the end. But overall here we want to see a good rotation, pulling the hands like on Greg Kennell here. Watch the rotation, pull the X snap in. Rotation's pulling it, and right at the end you get some extension and top arm extension and snap. Again, rotation, extension, snap, not bad. You get the concept of it, and for you it's the lack of extension and the rolling over. Watch from the other angle here. Watch how the rotation brings it around. Now there's extension and there's an X snap square into the ball. Swing simulator usually works great for some people, but you can see there's no rotation. Your lead arm's very weak and you're just pushing your top arm pass. There's no rotation, no left arm extension here to create a lag, and then there's no top arm extension to create a nice X snap through. You can see it on here. No rotation, and the lead arm is really weak coming out there as far as the guy that wants to go straight forward. Again, on that snap, it's so key to make that an X snap square, and you rolled over all the time. So we started out again here with the ball. To throw a ball and to have a throwing motion, trying to take that throwing motion you get from throwing a ball sidearm, your top hand's in the similar position, and that carries over good into swinging. Now, if you watch here on the ball and the rope, watch your left wrist turn and dive down, and look at you pushing the rope down. It's not a clean strike of the ball underneath the rope, so it's a great way to monitor yourself. Again, lead wrist starts to roll, turns it down, and you push the rope down. The ball doesn't go very good on it. Great monitor device. Overall, though, it's an improvement from what you're doing early on, and we go back. I gave you the axe. I figured if you have the axe where you have the knuckles lined up, that was much better. Again, you get a good rotation, a better extension, drive forward in the snap, and you don't roll over because the axe doesn't allow it. So I took you off the tee with the group, and look at how you're rolling over the top of the ball off the tee. And I figured now you take the stride and the hips out of it. Well, the hips are still in it, but you take the stride out of it. You got to be able to lead arm swing. We took it down to the lead arm here, and look, you roll over the top. And it's because you're rolling the wrist over and you get over the top. I don't know if you're trying to lift it, but I told you to think about hitting a hammer into a nail. And there you got it. Watch the wrist down here. You got to think about it as a hitting the hatchet with your left hand or hitting the hammer sideways to bury a nail. There, you didn't roll over. You follow the path around. And then when we went back off the tee, you felt like you hit it square off the tee without riding over the top. Use a 4T drill. Here's the X handle. And look, that's just great. Then you're taking your hands at a down path to the ball. Your rotation's good. You're getting some extension. And watch how your wrist turns sideways to bear that axe head into the ball. A little bit of a cleave underneath, but not bad. Then the rope drill. Some guys don't do this very good at all. You did very well. I mean, if you have to be really fast with your hands, they have to go at the target in order to hit it. And that was the jimmer stick here. And we went to the bat finally. I said, make sure your hands go down to the ball off the tee. And watch what a great swing this is. Look at the rotation, extension, and snap. Beautiful, huge difference. Look at rotation. You get an extension now. That lead arm is strong. It's going to guide. When lead arm can get on no more, following the rotation, there's an X snap. Just phenomenal job. Now watch when you went live here. A little bit lower pitch here, rotation, extension, and snap. The hands dive down kind of funny, but you know, it's such a vast improvement. And you went from being 60 miles an hour average to being 70 miles an hour average here at the end, and you had a high of 80 on the last swings. But you played around with a little bit of here's a little practice swing here, which looks good. It's level, it's not up anymore. But you played around with a little bit of a knee back, a little bit of a wind, and then throw in motion. And look at there. If you extend and snap fast, it keeps your body from chasing ahead. Your point of contact's good, your driving line drives. Here's Robert Blackburn, top pro. Look at that, doing the same thing you are. Hands going down to the ball, following the rotation, still driving it up. So let's look at a few more swings here. Just a phenomenal improvement. There you missed underneath just a little bit, but you can see the exit speed improvements there. And again, you cut that one underneath, maybe a little thin, but still, they went a long ways. You had some balls out there, 275, 280. A little bit off the handle there, but such a vast improvement down near the lunging. Some really good shots where if you kept that lead arm, getting extended leading, leave that a low pitch, you didn't try to swing up. Pretty impressive. Let's watch his final swings.
Nice. Nice. Woo.
Left hand, left hand, left hand, and not pulling back as far as I was, and really turn the head.
Get your left arm extended.
Left arm extended, yeah.
What drill, starting with you, Barry? Name your favorite drill, what you do when you get home.
I think the ball on the line was probably the most important. The second one I liked the best was the rope bat.
The rope bat, yeah.
Trying to use the rope bat and really focus on
You can, unless you get your arms extended off that hip drive,
yeah.
You couldn't get it. Yeah.
Those were important.
I like the balls that had the target on them, which allowed you to try to swing to the bottom of the ball. It was a lot easier to try to find the spot. And they went. I mean, they had good compression and they took off.